true life stories. People are wanting to talk about things that actually happened to them, so that implicates the privacy rights of living and dead folks. Well, there are no privacy rights of dead people, but they have relatives, and so we had a major controversy involving a book by a best-selling author, and in the book he said his father abused him, and the father was dead, couldn't sue for defamation, but he had siblings. And all the siblings were offended. They said, no, the father wasn't abusive. That wasn't my memory of the father. And they said all kinds of nasty things about the author, which led to defamation lawsuits. And it's just an ugly situation. So talking about people who really did live, unless it's a true life historical book, I recommend changing the identity of these people, make the women into men, make the children into adults, change the geography, if they're a plumber, make them a brain surgeon, so that they're totally unrecognizable even to themselves, because these people are very sensitive about seeing themselves or their relatives in books, and they're not going to agree with the way they're portrayed, and their feelings are going to be hurt. And even if they're completely wrong and the author is completely innocent, you don't want a lawsuit. It's a lose-lose proposition. It's stressful and something to be avoided at all costs. So talking about life story rights, living people, copyright and collaboration, of course, I can't will never tire of saying copyright comes into existence at the moment of creation. When the work is first written down, you have a copyright. The word copyright is not a verb. It's not the same as the registration process that you do at the Copyright Office, which we also strongly urge you to do. It's a simple and fast process that gives you great protections. But even without a registration on your copyright, you own a copyright instantaneously when you first write your work down. So that's a very empowering and powerful tool for writers to know about copyrights, avoid privacy rights and defamation. If you have a collaborator, it's best to have a written agreement about who's going to do what and what happens if you have a divorce, breakup, who's going to own the work and how do you divide it up. Those are common things I hear.